Hey everyone, welcome to another video. We're on Roadcraft and we're on the PlayStation 5. We are picking up directly from the last video, episode 7, yeah, sorry, getting lost of time. And we basically this is our first major, well no, our second one, because the first one was moving a load of stuff over here. So we have to build a road, or rebuild the road around here from, yeah, so it's all of these bits here. And as you can see, excuse me, sorry, I really only just started, but that was because we needed to sort this bit out because that wasn't pretty, level this bit out because that's where I'm getting my sand from, and that's why I've got those markers to mark the edge of the sand. Et voila. What else? Oh yeah, we discovered that this vehicle is really good. It is really useful. You unlock it in one of the other maps, quite not that early on, but you know, enough. But I looked at it, I'm like, and what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean? It's like, you can't put a trailer on it, you can't do it. I didn't really understand what the point was, but you can recall vehicles, which is, I think, potentially quite useful. Rather than have to send them miles and miles away, you could bring that to a certain area and have them recall there. So that's really cool. I like that idea. Plus, the winch capabilities on this thing are awesome. That's very cool. And as I said in the previous video, when I'm playing and not recording, everything goes swimmingly, everything's fine, and I've been absolutely ripping my way through all the objectives on the maps and everything else, and I've been having a great fun time and without any problems. As soon as I hit record, it all goes to pot, all goes to heck. I've got vehicles falling over, I've got vehicles crashing and glitching out and all sorts of stuff. It's weird but funny. So I'd never actually needed to even try that vehicle until in the last video. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised, and I was like, well, actually, I quite like this guy. So yeah, so this is a cool, useful vehicle for pulling things out, like heavy vehicles, like the dozer when that falls over. This thing actually has the ability to winch it, unlike the Scout one, which doesn't do anything. We were also talking about, I say me, the fact that you can't strap vehicles onto loaders, and it's the most weird thing ever because it actually gives you the option. It says strap down the cargo, but you can't strap down the cargo, and I thought it was me being dense, but after doing an internet search, it turns out it's not a thing. Very, very strange. Don't understand that. So we're hoping that that will be a fix from the Roadcraft creators sooner rather than later, please. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Really didn't, because it's one of those ones where it's shocking how long it takes to actually do stuff. So yeah, whatever. Excuse me. And I was also saying about the controls on the tipper on this thing, the fact that it is all controlled on the one joystick. So if you want to turn it, the chances are as you're turning it, it will lift and empty and dump, and it's just not good at all. It's an awful thing. And so your other option is to use the X button on the PlayStation, and yeah, to open it, and the square button to shut it, and that's okay. But the X button has a the open option has a tendency of overreacting, for want of a better description, and you end up tipping loads out when you don't want to tip loads out. You just want to do a gradual release. So yeah, my issue and my open request on the video to the creators of this game were, if they were ever watching it, or if they know anybody that was watching it, was to fix that issue and give us the ability to be able to use the left joystick as part of the controls. So you can use the left joystick to lift and raise and shut the tipper bed, whilst using the right joystick to turn the entire machine round. Sounds very simple, and I believe it would be very simple and extremely useful. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, and being able to fix the drifting on this thing. And when I say drift, I don't mean it's like, the RSN kicks out as I'm speeding around corners. I literally mean it just tends to want to turn and go off and do its own thing, and you have zero control. You can put the brakes on, put the handbrake on to stop it from moving, but if you're not paying any attention, because, I don't know, you're talking to a microphone or something, it catches you unawares. All of a sudden you're driving off at an angle where you really don't want to or need to be going. I don't really see why I needed to build or rebuild this bit. It's got a little bit of water on it. You know what I mean? But it's not exactly deep, and it wasn't exactly rough. It wasn't off-roading level dodginess. Weird. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't mind. Right, does that look... I need to do the middle bit again. Reversing. There, anywho's, while I'm trying to make it look as though I actually know what I'm doing, how's everybody's day been today? What day are you watching this video on? Day of recording is a Thursday. So yeah, and where are you watching it? As in, are you watching it at home? Are you watching it at work? Are you watching it on your phone, on your tablet, whatever? Are you commuting? I'm being very nosy, but I'm just intrigued to know the demographics. And also, what country? There's a good one. Because that's one that I don't normally, well, you don't know, unless somebody actually says in a comment, of which I get very few, like almost none. That's also a hint, by the way. Please forgive me in the comments. Yeah, where are you in the world? What country are you in when you're watching this video? Because obviously I'm acutely aware that a lot of the time when I am chatting, mainly utter crap, I make references, a lot of references, to things that potentially are only relevant to British people, British viewers, and especially if you are living in the UK. So, but yeah, because that's where I am. So yeah, I'd be intrigued to know if I do have any international, well, international for me, I say because if you're watching this and you are from a country other than the UK, then technically I'm the international one. Yeah, sorry. It's one of those funny kind of things, isn't it? It's like it's an age-old, funny-ish kind of saying where do the Chinese at home, as in like in their Chinaland, in their homeland of China, or even, to be honest, even if they're like living elsewhere, right? When they make their national food, like to me, like Chinese food, do they call it Chinese food, or do they just call it food? Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So everybody else is like, oh yeah, God, I really fancy a Chinese, I really fancy a takeaway tonight. Yeah. Whereas to the actual Chinese, it's probably lunch, dinner. It's just food. It's just their food. Do you know what I mean? It's funny. It is. Okay. I've heard it mentioned many times, and every time I hear it, it makes me chuckle because it's so true. So yes, anyway, please leave a comment, let me know whereabouts in the world you are watching this video, because I'm just being nosy. Absolutely no reason whatsoever other than being nosy. What? Sorry, my dog is seeking attention because she has finally decided to wake up. Because it's absolutely awful out there today. Very wet, windy, rainy, yucky, horrible day. A typically standard early British summer day, really. And she's just been laid out all morning, whereas normally she'd be up first thing in the morning going, yeah, I need a wee, all my breakfast, let's go. And I swear she must have heard, or she must feel and sense in weather, because she's only just decided to like make a move. Otherwise it's like, yeah, I ain't going out there, it's cold, it's wet, it's yucky, I'm just gonna stay wrapped up under my blankets on the sofa. Aren't you? Yeah. Lights are on, no one's on. Anybody else have a dog out there? Again, just trying to strike up a conversation with absolutely nobody. Are you an animal fan? Are you a dog person or a cat person, or small animals, birds, insects? You know, that kind of thing. Again, I'm just trying. I'm nosy and intrigued, and it fascinates me. I like to hear other people, what kind of things they enjoy, what other thing, some people hate the idea of having pets, whereas others couldn't picture a life without them, you know? So, yes, witchy. Oh yeah, I really need to do something about that tree. Excuse me. There's a coffee here with my name on it. Not literally. I'm not that pretentious. I don't go to a coffee shop and buy coffee. I have it at home. Really? Oh, as I said at the beginning of this, I'm a PlayStation player, PlayStation 5 to be exact. Is anybody else out there that is watching this a PlayStation user, or are you on other formats, PC, Xbox, whatever, right? And have you seen this month's PlayStation Plus free games? And if so, what are your thoughts on them? And what are your thoughts in general on, especially lately? You know, when was the last time, if you are a PlayStation player and you have a PlayStation Plus account, when was the last time you actually downloaded and played one of their games? Because it's like, yes, I've been waiting for this game, and if so, which one was it? Or are you finding that their choices of free releases are getting worse? I know it's the old adage, you cannot please everybody all of the time. You know, if you try and live by that ethos, you're doomed to failure. We all understand that. But there are some of their games that they have been releasing lately on the PlayStation Plus for the free, the monthly free game. It just baffles me. It's like, why? Why have you picked that out of all of the thousands of games that you could choose? What on earth possesses you to release that game, you know? There's some really, really weird games. So anyway, I've kind of heard about them this month, and I haven't even gone in there, I haven't even looked. Normally I'll go in there pretty soonish after they've been released, have a look, and then even if it's just add to library for potential later on. But I haven't even done that this month, because what I've seen, it's like, are you kidding me? You know, it's even worse than normal. But again, like I said, you know, there are people out there that will really, really enjoy, is it basketball? Is it the basketball game? And then there's the puzzle game, and, yeah, it's just, like I said, you cannot please everybody all the time, which is fine, but I don't know, it's, yeah. I mean, and you go on the comments, and it's funny because the greater majority of them, no matter what game is released, no matter what the freebie game is that comes out, they'll be like, this is utter trash, this is trash, what a waste of time, and blah blah blah. And it's like, but you said that last month, and you said that month before, and you said it about, you know what I mean? It's the same people making the same noises all the time. Yes, I do question some of their releases and some of their choices, but I never go out of my way to say, oh my god, this is absolute crap, what are we paying our money for? Because you can't please everybody all the time. But their choices are getting pretty poor. I remember, I don't know, I don't know whether it was last year or even the year before or whenever, but especially when it first started, I was able to basically every first Tuesday that the games came out, I would be downloading them, and so like you'd get 3, sometimes even 4 games, and I would have all 3 of them, or 3 out of 4 of the games, or you know what I mean, and I'd give them a go, and I'd be like, well, yeah, these are really cool, this is good fun, and I enjoy that. Now I've gone months without downloading one single game because they're just, you know, bizarre, or they're just awful. So yeah, it is weird, and it does make me wonder why we pay the money. Sorry, I wonder why it feels like it's going really slowly. It's a beast of a machine, isn't it? So cool. So cool. Can you imagine? Right, I tell you what, because I'm looking at the back and it's got a sleeper unit in it, or what appears to be a sleeper unit. I would love to just have that. You'd have the option. Oh, should I have come back and filled that bit in? Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, so you could leave the back, so you have the option to actually hitch a trailer on the back. But then obviously you'd need your HGV license, but then you probably would anyway, wouldn't you? Even if you're just driving the tractor cab, you'd probably still need the license, but that's fine. Look at it. Just the first half of it, just where the first 2, you know, the whole cab unit, just that alone looks like an actual beast of a camper. That'd be so cool. So cool. Be hilarious. Right, we capable of going that way? We are. Are we going to have this? Are we going to be able to showing? No. Yes? No? Yes. Okay. Don't. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This isn't. I'm. Okay, that'll do. Right. Yeah, see, it says strap cargo. Can't secure the cargo, even though this is a specifically designed vehicle or trailer to carry wheeled units, as in, you know, transport, but you can't actually secure them to the trailer. very, very strange. And you tell you what, you just don't roll off. Yeah, you just roll off. I didn't even turn it on. And okay. This vehicle's funny. It's annoying sometimes because as soon as you go into this mode, you can get stuck on the tarmac that you've actually laid out, which baffles me. Like now, funny enough. Yeah. I like the little touches on this, like the steam, you know, the heat coming off it. It's a nice little added detail. So you're not gonna go that way. I just want you to go, no, go, oh my god, go the other way, thank you. Right. Turn. Okay, don't turn, even though you're a tracked vehicle. Yeah, it is a very strange machine to try and control unless you're going in a dead straight line. And I'm stuck again. Oh no, I'm very what am I stuck on? Is it that weird? Yeah, what is that? That's bizarre. That tiny whatever that is, it's like a pile of bricks, and I'm stuck on it. Okay. Has anybody played the test drive game? Yeah, the newest one, where you're allegedly based in Japan. Test Drive Unlimited? Yeah, or whatever. It's a great game, beautiful looking game. But my god, it'd be nice if it stopped raining. It just reminded me because this thing, especially on this map, I know we're in Europe, but come on, do us a favour. We do have some sunny days. Occasionally. You know, it's not all wet weather much. But yeah, it just makes me laugh in that game, in that test drive game. It's like it rains more than it doesn't, and it's frustrating. I know it's all supposed to be atmospheric and it adds to the driving and all that kind of thing, but my god, it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, I've noticed it does seem to be raining an awful lot on this map. And that's another thing. So you turn it so far using the joystick. Yeah, turn it in one direction, and then it's almost like it gets to a certain point, and even though you're still technically turning the joystick the same way, oh my god, just turn. It doesn't. It will just turn the other way again. You know what I mean? So it's almost like after a certain... No, I'm sorry. After a certain point and turning, the controls invert, and it is massive pain in the ass. I mean, I don't know. Is it because you're driving tracked units? Because if it is, then why does it not do that on all the other tracked units? It's only on this vehicle. And when it pivots off like that, you know, again, you're on a tracked unit, you should be able to be relatively stable, yeah, relatively capable of driving in a straight line. You know, you shouldn't come across a pebble that will ricochet you off at an acute angle for no reason. Do you know what I mean? If anything, it should be completely the opposite. You're in a heavy tracked vehicle, you should actually be struggling to turn it. Does that make sense? But this thing, it's like, and this is what I'm saying when I first fired it up, you literally get stuck on the very tarmac that you are laying down. Excuse me, sorry. And it doesn't appear to have done it here so far, but on previous roads you'll get these weird, like that gap there to my left, that's obvious because there's no sand there, you know what I mean, that's obvious, but there are, I've done other roads where, as far as I'm concerned, it is not perfect, you know. I'm not that delusional, but it's got all the sand. The sand has been levelled out as best I can, and you know, and it's got a good coverage and everything else. You come along with the tarmac, and it doesn't. It leaves gaps. There's like these holes. It's yeah. It's a strange one. Yeah, well, we're nearly done. Just this little section left to do. And we'll do that corner as well, because I can see that being an issue for some of the AI drivers. do this corner as well, for the same reason, although that's probably going to cause a problem anyway. No? Okay. Did I miss a bit there? I missed a bit there? Ah, it's because of that bloody tree. There we go. Job's together. This is. Alright, if I shift you here for a second out of the way. Let's get the ruler. No. Also, I know it's a completely irrelevant thing because it's only in the game. It'd be nice if you're not using the vehicle. It'd be nice if it turned off, or even if you have the option to turn the engine off. Again, like I said, it means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, but it's just my autistic OCD kicking in. Do you know what I mean? It narks me. It's like I don't like leaving the vehicle, and they'll be running and for the entirety of this game until I quit out and save and quit out. Sorry, coffee. All the vehicles that I have used will basically be sat there with the engine running. And it's like, just turn it off, you know. Even if it's after a certain time, like 5 minutes of parked up with the handbrake on, it should automatically just turn them off, kind of thing. I don't know. I like I said, that's just me. I'm not. That's not a diss of the game or anything else. It's just, it's what I would do. And it is purely because I knew that was coming. Yep, we're stuck. That's also a very... Oh no, I am. Yeah. So, I'm in a steamroller. Right. Dirty great big construction unit, and I got stuck on the end of a freaking tree that has fallen down. Go figure. It's like there are some extremes on this that do need to be fixed. Like that, I'll get stuck on that as well. No? Gone over it? Okay. Shock. Thought I'd actually get stuck on that bit. People still call them steamrollers, even though they're not steam powered. Or are they now just rollers? Or is that again a generational thing? It is so very satisfying though. Did I miss a bit? Yep. Yeah, it is. I didn't think... I knew this game would be potentially gratifying and satisfying, definitely. I kind of expected it to be like that in some respect. I didn't realise it was going to be as much as it is. It's almost therapeutic at times, just doing this. Like I said in another video, and I've said it on this one, the autistic OCD side of me struggles immensely, because it's like, where do I stop? You know, I could just keep rolling backwards and forwards, trying to make it as flat and as idyllic as possible, you know, when it absolutely doesn't need to be. Is this going to be a patch that I was on about, or is this going to... Nope, there you go. So why can't I roll that? What is with these weird patches? It's clearly got tarmac on it, which means it's all fine, you know what I mean? It's perfectly laid out and ready to go, but for some reason it doesn't roll, and as such you end up with these weird patches. Now I can understand having a patch where you haven't put the sand down properly, or you just missed putting the tarmac down. I understand that's to be expected. But in the middle of a bloody road, where everything else has gone down absolutely fine and dandy, you come across a bit and it will not roll, and you just end up with this bizarre patch for absolutely no reason. It's like if we started making new roads with pre-built potholes in them now, you know, is that a thing? Weird. Yeah, so I don't understand why it would do that. Whereas, it's almost impossible to see. It really is dark. Yeah, there are some points where you can be driving along, and if you're right on the edge, it will still spread and it will still smooth out, even though you've not physically driven over it, you've just kind of skirted the edge of it. But then there are other points where you get those weird patches, which for me, I don't understand why they're there. Why are they not rolling? Why doesn't it seal over like it should do? Very, very weird. Dude, this is really dark. It's almost pitch. No? By the way, this is all neoned up. It's very Tron, isn't it? God, I love this film. Anybody seen the trailer for the new one? Is it Tron Ares? It looks amazing. Apart from the fact that you've got that Jared guy in it. It's like, of all the actors that you could have picked, you could have even gone for a completely non-entity, nobody's ever heard of you, take a risk. But no, they had to pick him. You it's like, why? When was the last? Yeah, can anybody remember the last film that guy did that was any good? And he was any good in it? And I dare you to say Morbius. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just hoping that he isn't a huge influential character in the new Tron film. I really do. Because see, I can see. Yeah, I'm not a fan. You may have guessed. Not a fan. And I was rather upset when I saw him in the trailer. But if I can, I'm just hoping that, like I said, his character may not be that influential. It may not have that much, screen time. He may not be that, impactful. We can just hope, can't we? But I think it's a fantastic idea, because obviously all the other Tron films have all been about transporting yourself into the digital world of Tron. Which has always been fascinating, and it's always been very cool. But they've now gone the other way, because obviously it ended with, the last one, it ended with our main guy taking his digital squeeze into the real world. You know what I mean? So there was no real reason why they couldn't, and she survived. She became real, weirdly. When you come to kind of break it down, it is a bit strange, but it's, it is what it is, and she was fine. And obviously the whole point of that last film was the bad guy wanting to create the super laser, the sky beam, so that he could transport everybody to the real world. It was that kind of thing. And now obviously it looks like that has been achieved, which is awesome. It does look good. It looks so good. And weirdly, I know you're going to turn them up. It kind of got panned. It did. It got panned, especially the last one. It wasn't, brilliant, and I don't see why. It was what it was an adventure film. Where are you going? Thank you. That basically just carried on from the last one, and I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. So I do have not high hopes. I've given up having high hopes on any new releases. Although secretly I do hold my I do hope that some films are going to be really, really good. But more often than not, they end up being an absolute bag of shite. But I'm hoping that this one's going to be good. It's going to be okay. It's going to keep the franchise alive, as it were. Why? What's wrong with you? Just get up there. Holy moly. Yeah, one of the films, I haven't seen it yet, but I actually want to watch Lilo and Stitch. Saw the cartoon, loved it. So yeah, comments. Oh, you don't need to give me spoilers because I'm assuming that the film is basic. It's the live action reboot of the cartoon. So, and from what I've seen and heard, that's what it is. So I'm kind of hoping that it's that they do all right with it. But yeah, I am hoping. And it's weird because I haven't actually, to be honest, I haven't really paid any attention. I've tried not to, but I am hoping that it's big, it's good. Holy crap! Just turn. Oh, now I've gone from not being able to push the thing backwards, turning, to it practically jackknifing. Come on. Oh my days. Turn. Oh my god, why? Right, now when I want you to jackknife, you're not going to, are you? Gotta be careful I don't get stuck on that tree. That'll do. Don't push it. Push it real good. Right. Am I gonna get past that? Yes, I am. No, stop. You can. Okay. Right. That's part one done. That wasn't painful much. Stop. Handbrake. Well, that's a piss poor bloody horn for that. Sheesh. Right, okay, so we're done with that section. We need to do that bit, apparently. No, we don't, but we might. And then we've got to do that bit again. Not sure why. And then I've got to work out what I'm doing here, because that's a dead end. There's no crane, so would that reach? No, probably not. So I don't think you can open that area up. So it looks like you've got to go from here to here. But again, you've got. Where's my car? So I was just going to drive down there and have a look. Let's do that. Let's do that with something. Hello? Anything? Where are we? Anyone? Oh god, vehicles, where are you? So much easier. Enter vehicle. Right, dumped in the tree line. Go on, be stuck. Right. Ooh, I need to straighten that out, level that out a bit. Whoa. Calm down. Right, anyway. Can't park there, mate. Oops. Right, so no, I probably won't faff about with that one then. There's absolute zero need. Again, sorry. It's just that whole, you turn the wheel and then it just literally shoots off. Very, very weird. Please let me know if you know anybody else that has this problem, and were they able to fix it? And if so, please let me know how, because it's absolutely frustrating as heck. Right, so I need to clear that bit out because there's some good scrap there. Technically you can drive around, but that would take one hell of a lot. Okay, in the comments, which do you think would be easier? Make a bridge, lay a load of concrete over there, or just fill this entire thing with sand and then tarmac over it? I'm leaning towards the latter because I think it's going to be easier, but it's going to be more time consuming. Yeah, I might end up doing that. I might have to. I don't need to go that way for anything. No, there's absolutely zero reason for me to go down there. So I don't need to worry about this bit. But this bit, I'm thinking, at least maybe from, well, yeah, probably all of it. That's a lot of sand. Oh well, I'll probably do that one off camera because I would need to have to go all the way back there just to reload, and that would be that's a lot. That's in the grand scheme of things for what I want to do. That's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing. So yeah, I'll probably do that off camera. So I wouldn't want to inflict that much pain on you guys and girls. So yeah, it's just clearing that bit up. They look as though they can move. That's definitely movable stuff. Alrighty then. Okay, so that's my next plan. My next... Do I do another video? Yeah, I might do another video which will be me doing this section, although I've just driven over it and I don't see why it needs to be tarmacked, but whatever. Yeah, that'll be my next video, and then off video probably do that during the evening or something. I'm going to fill this lot in and tarmac it and repair it and make it accessible. So there you go. I have a cunning plan. I have a plan of action. It's scary. That'll do. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, that creaking is my chair. I've said it before. I really need a decent gaming chair. This one's alright, don't get me wrong. But yeah. It's great. There you go, that's a good... Oh, there you go. Oh. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for giving me your time, whether it's a few seconds or a few minutes or the full hour. It is appreciated, every last second, by every single one of you. So thank you very much for doing so. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime, penny, cent, whatever the currency is where you are watching this. It doesn't cost you anything other than a little click and you're done. That's it. Please spread the word. Yeah, share this content, share this channel, tell other people to come and watch. My ethos with my channel, with every video, is warts and all. I'm not into doing polished edits, you know, if something goes wrong, I'll cut it out and keep doing it until I get it right, and then that'll be the final product that you see. If shit goes wrong, if I mess up or anything else, it's in the video. That is me. That is the way I do things, because at the end of the day, there's more than enough people out there doing videos that just make themselves look absolutely perfect straight off the bat. You know, that everything they do is amazing, and then it's like, oh yeah, let's do it behind the scenes, and it's like 340 takes later. Yeah, it's that crap. I don't do that. I do it as it comes, and then that's what you see. So there is no pretentiousness, there's no pretenses, there's no fakeness in my channel or in any of my videos. I'm trying this whole voiceover thing. It still makes me feel uncomfortable, because I feel I have to talk. I don't have to talk, but I feel I need to fill some gaps in, because otherwise it's going to be a very boring video. Or I just feel I have to fill it with really shitty AI music, which I may end up going back to. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting for people to make comments on whether or not my choice of format, as in doing the voiceover, is a good choice or not. And until I get any comments, I won't know either way, so I will just carry on doing what I'm doing. It is what it is. So yeah, anyway, till the next video, we know what's coming. More of this crap. And yeah, thanks for everything. Love you all. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves. So until the very next video, see you later.